Building wealth takes years of smart decisions, both professionally and financially. But according to one man who interviewed hundreds of self-made millionaires, getting rich also means keeping certain lifestyle habits. An accountant and financial planner surveyed 233 wealthy individuals, mostly self-made millionaires, on their daily habits. He compared those answers to responses from 128 lower-earning individuals, or those with less than $35,000 in annual gross income. In his best-selling book, Change Your Habits, Change Your Life, he explains that wealthy people set themselves up for success in a few specific ways. So, hey there, welcome to the Daytime Dollar, where we talk about financial strategies and how small changes can make big improvements. Today, we are talking about 5 simple habits to make you a millionaire. So let's get into it. Number 1. Think long-term. There are 5 different groups of people in society. There are the poor, very poor, middle class, rich, and very rich. Very poor people think day to day, whereas poor people think week to week. The middle class think month to month, while the rich think year to year. Very rich people think from decade to decade. I encourage you to sit back and think for a moment. How do you think about the things you need to do in life? Do you think day to day, month to month, or year to year? A lot of planning needs to be part of your game plan if you want to be a millionaire. Millionaires think long-term, not what is going on tomorrow. Are you content with where you are today? If not, what do you need to do to change your future self? Millionaires think long-term. Number 2. Millionaires talk about ideas. Millionaires spend much of their time talking about ideas rather than things or people. The middle class spends much of their time talking about people and things rather than ideas. These are powerful statements. Big people talk about ideas. Granted, you may not change your thought process overnight, but it will take some time. Many millionaires spend a lot of their time thinking about new ideas. While working on projects, they think about other ideas. Millionaires think about ideas and make things happen. Sometimes to reach the next level, you need to change your mindset. Talk about how something is possible rather than impossible. Say you can do something instead of can't. Use the phrase, I will instead of I should. Lastly, stop complaining. Complaining gets you nowhere. The more you complain, the more issues you'll see you can complain about. Stop cursing yourself and practice more forms of gratitude. Number 3. Millionaires take calculated risks. The middle class is trapped in the rat race, working from paycheck to paycheck because they don't take risks. This doesn't mean blindly taking a risk, but millionaires take a calculated risk. Taking a risk brings fear, whether you're in the middle class or a millionaire. Millionaire educates themselves before taking a risk to overcome their fear. The millionaire takes a risk and understands the consequences if they fail. An accountant and financial planner's mentor taught him 3 questions to ask before taking on risk. What's the best thing that could happen? What's the worst thing that could happen? What's the most likely thing that could happen? If you can live with the worst thing that could happen and it gets you closer to your goals, then go for it. If you can't live with the worst thing that could happen and it doesn't get you closer to your goals, then don't go for it. Carefully think through it before taking on a new venture. Millionaires take on calculated risks. Number 4. Millionaires continually learn and grow. An accountant wrote that most millionaires he knows spend their time reading. Many even have a large collection of books. One of the most successful investors of our time, Warren Buffett, reads approximately 500 pages a day. Bill Gates reads 50 books in a year. Both of these men are on the Forbes list of richest people year after year. Books are not expensive and contain a lot of valuable information. Not referring to the latest romance novel either. There are hundreds of autobiographies of the wealthy, finance, investing, and business books available. Millionaires continually learn and grow. Number 5. Millionaires ask themselves empowering questions. Initially, this habit may not seem important, but if you look deeply into the question, this could be a very powerful question to ask yourself. Learn to ask questions that stretch you beyond your current level of experience. For example, how can I double my income this year? Or what can I do to pay my bills this month? When you've asked yourself empowering questions, you become a powerful person. These questions force you to reach your full potential and determine the results you get in life. An accountant asks 9 empowering questions that I want you to think about. What kind of person do I want to be? Why do I want to be that kind of person? How can I become that kind of person? What do I want to do? Why do I want to do it? How can I do it? What do I want to have? Why do I want to have it? How can I create it? Your answers to these questions must be clear and specific. Millionaires know what they want. So guys, that's all for today's topic. See you soon in the next video. Goodbye.